This is Jose Hernandez. I'm just here to show you a little bit about the progress on this week final project in team. Um, we're here to show you what is going on with our project. First of all, this week we implemented something that is called testing. So, for example, we have here this department.test.js, which is part of Jest and super test modules that we are using to test um, our endpoints here. So basically, we establish a connection with the database so we can call actual data, and then we test our get routes. Get departments, all departments, get departments with a valid ID or with an invalid ID or with a non-existent ID. And that's pretty much the same for students, teachers, and courses aside from departments. When we come here to our terminal and try to run npm test, is going to hit that that module called Jest. All right, so let's take a look. We can see that students passed, teachers also passed, courses, and also departments. So 4 passed so far and 13 out of 13. And that's basically all for testing, because we just want to make sure that our routes are getting hit and are returning the codes that we are expecting to receive upon calling them. So going back to this project right here, you can see it's up and running on render, and we have this message not logged in. This week we also made that authentication. So because I'm already connected using GitHub, it pulls up my GitHub account, my username, my avatar. It gives me a welcome message. All right, so when I come here to API docs, we can see that our documentation for these last two collections were also implemented, and also we managed to implement authentication for a registered user to make changes to post, to put and delete routes. And we also implemented data validation so that we can ensure the correct information is being sent to the database before it's actually created. So I'm gonna make sure this is a different student. So for example, it's going to be John Doe, and here major, it actually takes the ID of the department, which is CS or even CSEE. And here we have to be very careful to not state something different than active. For example, if we leave it like that, and also curses, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So here we have a error response body. So for example, status must be one of active, inactive, or graduated. So let's say John Doe, it's graduated. Perfect. All right, see, so he's graduated. Also, we want to make sure it's a valid value, it's not allowed to be empty, and curses are only accepting alphanumeric characters, for example these two. So here I put on 2 curses, but the curse IDs are not valid. So I'm gonna make sure I have the valid curse IDs. I have a curse which is CSE 101, and then I execute it. Oh, actually it's going to be CS 101. Yes. Perfect. All right. I got the curse right here. Correct. CS 101. Computer Science 101. And we can see here that it was actually created student ID, John Doe, and then major, it gets the department ID, and also courses gets the department ID. All right. So that's working for our post student to validate our data. And when we try to create a course, it works the same, and also to edit. So I'm gonna show you one to edit a course. Okay, let me say I'm gonna change introduction to computer science because it's the same class in a different apartment. So let's say I want to update this one. I'll just copy all these. Okay, we update an existing, try it out. Whoop, we don't get to choose these, either these. All right, perfect. So course ID, we are going to edit CS 101. We are going to change this to introduction to computer programming. All right, department stays the same, teacher same teacher, we are just changing the course name. Perfect. We go ahead. Whoop, let me just make sure. I have the okay, programming. Okay, perfect. We execute it. Oh yes, let's make sure CS 101 stays the same. Perfect. Alrighty, so it is very important to have this structure perfect perfect enough so you can actually execute the code. All right, and as you could see, course ID works validating data, and also we were able to change the course name to programming. So that is working for our 4 collections, pretty much the same. Data validation, authentication, and testing this week. Thank you very much.